Right, we're back from the break. Oh, I haven't started recording. Okay. We're back from the break. That means that I gotta stick my hand in a giant's crotch.
All right, let's get some initiative rolls.
All right. Those are all you can eat. Just kidding.
12 for me.
I've never heard that.
Initiative rolls.
I can't believe it.
19.
Okay, 19 for Nash. What did you get, Stanley?
12.
Okay,
13 for me.
13.
And 3.
Okay, so Nash, you're up first with your activity.
Okay.
The turns might be a little longer than a few seconds. We're just getting it prepped now. Okay.
It's totally fine.
So, you make your way over to. You hurriedly run around the long leg. So it's a pretty long jog. So you make your way along the leg. Stanley's actually following behind because that's what he said he was going to do, supervise you.
Right.
Varel and Hope do not follow.
I mean,
And-
I'm not supervising him. I'm keeping an eye on where I saw the shiny go.
Yeah,
I don't really
it's
care
like what a
Nash is
supervisor
doing.
would say. So,
Sure.
I'm your friend, really. Okay, so you walk around to the, the legs are kind of split open, so you can walk sort of straight up. You see, the butt and the taint area covered by loincloth,
Yeah.
and it looks kind of like a tent flap.
Okay.
Like, there's two, one on the left leg and one on the right leg, but you don't know what's beyond without looking beyond. But you do see there's a mild wind that seems to be flapping a little bit.
All right.
Have fun on the adventuring life you've chosen, Scott.
Well, you're gonna press to digitate my arm when I'm done. That's my plan.
I'm looking for Thailander. I promise no such prestidigitation.
Fine. You guys will have to travel with Stinky Arm McGee for the rest of the week. All right. So I want to open the flap on the right side.
Okay. So you open up the flap on the right side, and it's dark. It's also very warm in there.
Yeah.
There's this cool breeze, and you see it's like there's this sort of passage, and one side you see leg, sort of leg flesh, very hairy, go into the blackness. On the right side, you see a softer but more wrinkled wall of flesh. And you think you see what is like a large vein, and just it wanders off into darkness.
Thanks for choosing this,
There's
Scott.
there's enough clearance in there. Maybe about 2 feet wide for you to shuffle your way in on foot, sideways.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm going
So-
in.
You start to go in, and which side do you face?
I'm
Which-
facing the leg. I'm not mushing my face up against the testy.
Okay, so you start filing your way in,
Yeah.
and as you do it, your back accidentally grazes the softer, wrinkly wall, and it's got a lot of give, and you're like trying to dodge it, but you sink into it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like a water mattress. and but you're careful not to touch it. Roll an acrobatics check, please.
Okay. Oh Lord. 16. Oh no, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. 14.
Okay, but you're able to mostly not touch it apart from that first initial press into it. But as you walk in, it becomes very dark. You can't see anything. You think you hear blood pumping, just boom, 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 of the body because it's very large. It's just echoing a little bit, and it becomes very smelly in here. It smells like never cleaned crotch, basically, in this area.
Yeah.
And you move deeper down, but you can't see anything. You're gonna need a light source.
I've had worse. All right. Let's. I don't have a torch. Is that a good idea?
No.
to light a torch inside of a giant's crotch? Probably not.
I mean, you don't have much in the way of items. I don't know if you have a spell that'll make light for you.
Well, I do.
Stanley usually has light covered. He's with you.
Yeah.
I'm not with him. I'm outside.
But you can see him struggling down this.
Okay, I would like
crevasse.
to ask. Let me ask you this, DM. Can I do some sort of Arcana check to see if I can sense how far I am from the necklace, which is magical?
No, it doesn't work that way.
All right, so I can't get a bearing on it.
You need a magical spell maybe to locate a magical item.
So I go, here goes. Somebody bring me a lantern or some kind of light source. Hurry.
It's just me out here, and the lantern got broke.
Well, shit. Do you have you have anything? Like I don't know, a gluing rod? I'd take anything at this point. You gotta hurry,
think
though.
You have enough rod in there already. I'm fine. Thank you.
Oh, I get it. That's funny. All right, well, shit. I'm just gonna keep looking then. And then I want to venture forward and just dig around and push around and see if I can find it. If he shoved it down there, it's got to be there.
So you push forward a little bit, and you see that your way forward, as you sort of reach a hand out, you feel some other soft flesh with a lot of give. And you see that you're gonna have to make a right.
Okay.
Deeper in.
That's fine.
Okay, so you turn yourself to the right a little bit, using your hands to navigate your way because you can't see. And are you searching the ground while you do this? Let's roll an investigation check as you go. Let's see.
Good idea. Hold on. Okay.
With disadvantage because you are in pitch blackness.
Oh, great. Oh, it's not too bad. Do I have any bonus to that? I don't think I do. Sorry, what am I using? Investigation?
Investigation.
Oh, no, I have
think
plus
it's an
3.
intelligence modifier.
Yeah, I have a plus 3 investigation.
Okay.
So that's 16. Because my lowest roll was 13.
Okay. So you again, your soft flesh, it's all very hot when you put your hand on. It's like, ow, it's very warm. And you move your way down. Now there's no light.
None.
And you begin searching the ground, and you're not coming up with anything. You can feel the ground is like a cloth. It's the inside of the cloth. You're in the front of the pants right now.
Stanley!
What?
Never mind. Never mind. It's fine.
You're doing a good job.
Thanks. Okay, so it's pitch black. I'm feeling around. I can't feel it. Is there any way to, where can I move?
You can continue searching. It's just going to take some time. It depends on how long at this point you want to feel around in the dark.
I should have shrunk him
Unless
down.
you have any other options.
I should have shrunk him. Be easier to dig around in there.
He'd be 30 feet tall instead of 60 feet tall.
Yeah. Well, I may not be able to get in as easy. All right, well, I want to keep looking. I don't want to leave this thing here.
Okay. All right, so we'll get back to you. All right.
Okay. All right.
You're searching. Hope?
Taint a problem.
Hope, you make your way towards the Cyclops head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as you round go around the arm and round the shoulder, you see a head and you see hair, like he's face down in the dirt, so you just see the ear that's damaged. It's bruised and very red and has a lot of cuts in it, and you see his hair is mostly like hanging down, covering most of what you would be able to see of his head. No sign of Thailander. About like immediate inspection, there's no sign of Thailander.
Yeah. Well, I'll check around closer up here. Sand or their footprints. Is the hair moving around in any weird way?
Okay. So let's do investigation if you'd like.
Cool. 14.
Okay. So you approach closer cautiously. You part some of the hair to see if you can see anything, and as you part it, you think you see a shimmer of something, and then it goes away as if you suspect something's hiding amongst the hair. It's a lot of it. It's like a forest of hair. Varel, you
I'm-
followed along, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're watching her do this.
I'll look at Varel and I'll kind of point at the hair, and then I'll take my gun up like a bat, and I'll just start beating into the hair where I saw the shimmer, and then around the area.
You got your gun back off Varel?
Yes.
Okay. All right, you're gonna start beating the hair. With the-
Yeah, with the butt where I first hit where I think I saw the shiny, and then around the area.
Okay. Roll an attack roll.
I'm gonna be digging down on his crotch, and you're gonna
The
find
unarmed
it.
strike.
Improvise weapons.
This is gonna suck.
Okay, let's see.
So I think that's a 1d4, unless you have like a talent or feat that gives you more damage. The damage would be 1d4.
Okay, cool. So a 7, 8.
Okay.
An 8.
So you swish around the hair. You don't see anything, but it does. You do again feel like movement, moving towards like the top of the head through the hair. Like it's like trees rustling, but instead of trees, it's hair rustling. Whatever that giant hair sort of.
But
moving.
it's
I
going
think
in
you
a
see movement.
direction.
It's going in it's going direction towards the top of the head.
Cool. I'll look at Varel and kind of point to get Varel to cut off where the thing's moving to.
Varel, you're up.
Cool. I'm a little confused by the tactics because she's swinging a gun bat at a hair pile. So I will observe the area around the hair. If he's trapped in the hair, he's trapped in the hair. So I'm more concerned about him running out while
Right.
invisible.
Well,
I'll
and
keep an eye
so
on
I
his
think her
face.
signal sort of signals to you that that something is moving through the hair, maybe to the other side of the head. You're on the right side, where the right ear is,
Cool.
and so hair is hanging down. You know, he's not bald on top. He does have hair, so yeah, it might be something moving towards the other side of the head, where away from you, essentially.
Cool. I won't do a sneak, but I'll go into kind of my low tracking stance and head around the other side of the hair, keeping an eye on the sand and seeing if it's moving around.
Okay. Do you want to do this by survival to track your prey, or do you want to
Yeah.
investigate the hair?
Now
Okay.
let's survival. Track it. 5.
Okay, so you get down on all fours and you peer into the hair, and you can't get a bead on any targets, but you know something's in there. There's definitely prey in there.
He's in there. I'm just not used to this environment.
Right, so you're still free to do what you can do. There's no turn orders just quite yet. So Hope,
Cool.
you see Varel sort of cutting off from the outside on all fours.
Awesome. I'll slowly keep approaching the thing from behind and push it to Varel
Okay.
and try and see if I can keep pointing at where the thing is to help Varel see it.
Okay. Roll a perception check, both of you.
12.
10.
Okay. So you guys wait patiently, and you move forward, sort of like just like how hunters do, where you have one hunter walk through the bush and the other one waits and chase the deer out, and so you're kind of doing this maneuver in a cyclops' head of hair, and eventually you see it. You catch a shimmer of purple through the hair. It's directly in front of you and to the left of Varel, where he's standing looking in. And I hope you're the one to see it.
I'm going to jump on top of it.
Okay. So you make a run, roll a grapple.
14.
Okay, so you run through the hair, and the thing begins running as well. You see Tylander Varel, and you see Hope run after Tylander and grab him, and you've got your arms around him. Are your eyes still completely black at this point?
The golds come back, definitely, but now that I have them, they're going to start going black again.
Okay, and you also see Hope look scary again. And you've got him, and he goes, no, it's not time. It's too. No.
Can I shove him on the ground and shove his face
No!
in the dirt?
Let's have Varel have a turn.
Well, her eyes have gone black again. You found him! Get him, Hope! Get him! Do that! Do the thing that you're mad about! This is your quarry.
Okay. All right, Hope, then do what you need to do.
Cool. Well, I wanted to use my body weight to get him onto the ground and shove his face in the dirt so that sand's in his mouth and he can't talk.
Okay. Okay. All right. So roll in a. You want to shove sand in his mouth? Roll a acrobatics, or is it? Yeah, acrobatics for that.
Cool. 15.
All right. So you shove him into the ground, face first, or just because you have
Face
from
first.
behind. So face first. You shove him into the ground, and then you're putting dirt in his mouth.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
imagine he's trying to fight to get his head free because these magic people, they use words. So I want to
Yeah.
be able to stop up his ability to use
Oh,
verbal.
you're savage. Okay, so you grab him, throw him face down into the dirt. You hear cracking as you do it, and then you twist his head up, and there's like blood all around his mouth. And you take handfuls of dirt and just fill his mouth with dirt.
Just shove it in
And
there.
it falls out, so you'll have to hold it in there to keep it in there. Or you're gonna like you can spit it out, so to keep sand in there.
Jeez.
Does he have like a belt on or a vest? I've got
He's got his vest on.
Cool. I'll motion to Vril to hold him down, to hold the hands apart flat, and to sit on him, I guess, so I can get the vest off.
Okay. So you okay? Do you do this?
Yeah,
Bro?
yeah. So
Yeah,
we trade up. I come over, knees onto his back, and then holding his arms out to the
Yeah,
side.
so he can't
Okay.
use his
Can I
hands
get a
either.
grapple check from you, please? Because he's
Yeah.
struggling.
The exchange of grapple. 7.
Okay. He rolled a natural 20 on this one, so you go to grab him and exchange the grapple, and then he writhes free, and then he turns around, looks up, and he touches your hand, Varel. Okay, and let's see. He touches your hand. Can you roll a? I just need to get the spell up. Sorry, guys. Can you roll a? There we go. Oh, it's a ranged spell attack. Weird. Okay, so he touches you, and so 21 will hit, right? Yeah. So he touches you, and you feel this chill. Like you're cold-blooded to begin with, but you feel this unnatural chill freeze your spine. You take 4 points of damage, necrotic damage.
Cool.
And then where he touches you, his hand like makes this burn mark of fingers, and then you sort of push the hand away, but then there's this phantasmal hand that stays on your arm that continues to like have a grip on your arm, and wherever you move it, it's this ghost hand is still on your arm. And then he starts to squirm free, but Hope, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna just jump at him again and throw myself on top of him with another grapple 17.
Okay. All right, you're able to get on top of him this time.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Face
use my
back
legs.
down on the dirt. Yeah.
Yes, and I'm gonna use my legs to hold his arms to his side, and I'm gonna take the butt of my gun and just bash it into the back of his head.
Okay, attack roll, please.
So 1d4, correct?
Yeah,
Or I have to hit first. All right, so 21.
Okay, and so it's to knock him unconscious. This damage, sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay, roll your damage dice.
Alrighty, 1.
Okay, so you just go, you just hit him, and he's still struggling as if nothing had happened. He's got adrenaline coursing through him. He's trying to escape, but you do have him sort of grappled at the same time. All right, so while this is happening, meanwhile, in the Cyclops' loincloth, it's dark, it's hot, it's smelly. Scott's been searching around. He thought he found it a couple of times, but it was just a rock.
Yeah.
There's lots of stones and sand in this loincloth.
Yeah.
As you search around, your eyes begin to become acclimatized to the darkness.
Mhm.
So you can't really see, but you have like a little bit of a vision. And as you search around, you come up to this sort of round, really large, like mushroom-shaped thing.
Oh,
Got a little
gosh.
slit in it.
Yeah. You had to. Yeah.
and hanging out of the slit, you swear you can see just a little chain dangling, but it's really dark and hard to see.
Well, then I'm gonna grab for it and get the H out of there.
I see so many Patrick Stewart memes in Discord right now. Everyone's doing the same.
We're all doing this. So I'm gonna snatch it. I got if I think I'm seeing it, I'm getting it and getting.
Okay. So you go to tug on it, it's a little stuck.
Great, of course it is.
You're gonna have to like maybe put a hand in and pull.
Okay.
So if you want to do that, make a strength check, please.
Okay, I can do that. Oh Lord. 14.
Okay. So you take all your strength, you're like, and you just hear this muffled sound from the loincloth. And as you pull it, Nash, it comes free.
Yeah.
You pull it out, and you're like, you feel, it feels like what it was. It's a familiar feeling as you hold it, you're like, you know you have it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, water starts spraying everywhere. And,
No!
and it stinks and it smells. And all of a sudden, the ground around you is wet. The ceiling is wet, and everywhere around you is wet, and you forget which way is the exit.
I'm gonna need that prestidigitate. All right. Well, I want to go the way I came. Do I?
Stanley, cut to Stanley. He's outside looking at the taint of the Cyclops still, and you start to see wetness on the sort of absorb into the into the loincloth from the outside.
I'm going.
I'm gonna start to wander away.
Okay. Okay. So back to Hope. Hope, you're sitting on top of Thailander, putting him into the dirt again. You've hit him with the gun. What do you do?
I'm just gonna keep on hitting him with the back of my gun, and I'm gonna be like, Varel, can you break his legs?
Okay. Roll an attack roll. Well, Varel decides how he's gonna do that.
Cool. 21.
Okay. Roll your damage dice.
4.
Okay. All right. So you hit him again. Baff. He's still going. Varel, you see Hope relentlessly just like almost a machine pounding this guy's head.
All right.
Out of her shotgun.
Is there any lingering effect on this touch on my arm? I still feel it, but
Okay. Sorry. So you feel as if you just feel like not discomfort. Well, it's uncomfortable, but you feel like sick. It immediately makes you sort of feel this sick feeling, whereas you will never be able to recover from any injuries that you ever receive.
all right. Then I'll be So Hope's bashing him in the back. It doesn't seem to be making progress, and I'll be standing there. This man cursed me. This man cursed me.
He cursed you, Varel. What are you gonna do about it?
I'll enter a rage and start wailing on his head.
Okay, so you ignore the legs and go for his head.
Yep.
Roll an attack roll.
Cool. Reckless attack. A 25.
Okay, and the
hit.
damage dice.
It's 6. And these are just wild fist wails of that same head that she's banging on.
Okay, you hit him with that. Okay, and his head, like there's blood everywhere. His teeth start to fall out, and you start to hear him through the sand say, "Please, please stop! Please stop! Please stop! Yield! I yield! I yield!"
I don't stop.
Okay, roll
If
an
anything, I
attack
try
dice.
to break his jaw.
Okay, roll an attack dice.
5.
Okay, now this one hits the dirt. Varel, your turn.
Okay. Are we are we like 1940s logger manning this, where she does one and then I do one and then she does one and I do one?
Pretty much.
1940s logger man.
Just a couple of friends beating up a guy.
Yeah.
18.
Okay, roll your damage dice.
7.
Okay, this one in particular seems to have really connected, and his body stops moving. He's still
Okay, go.
alive, but his body goes limp. He stops struggling. You hear breathing, and you hear like the hand is just moving and making like a clawing motion in the sand.
I'm gonna go for another hit. 8.
Okay. Is this a lethal hit, or are these unlethal hits? I assume Varel's is.
Lethal.
Yeah.
It's lethal?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll your damage dice.
4.
Okay. You one last time hit him with the butt of the gun. You hear as the jaw just goes slack and the body goes limp.
And I'll sit there, breathing hard, and I'll look at Varel. And I'll nod
turn.
at him.
All right, roll your attack roll.
Ooh, natural 1.
Okay. You miss. you chip your fingernail. And you're like, ah, god damn it! I really hate when I lift my nail.
Cool. So I will. So I'll miss the sand, hit the sand, kind of bend a fingernail backward, and just
Yeah, it's uncomfortable. No damage dice, but yeah, you're pissed. All right, back to Nash. The flow of water appears to have abated. Everything on you is soggy and smelly. Smells like urine, but just ungodly urine. You have the shiny in your hand. You don't know how to leave.
Okay. I don't know which way is back. I've gotten disoriented. Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, you can pick a direction and see where it takes you.
Oh my gosh, dude. Really? I'm gonna get lost in the crotch of it. Okay. I'm gonna feel the wall.
Okay.
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go, Stanley! Did you
He
walk
wandered
away?
away. Yeah.
You don't get a response back.
Frickin' Stanley. That's what I say.
Always walking away when I need him.
All right, so then what I'm
He
gonna
saw the
do,
urine and left.
I'm gonna feel the walls wherever they're at, and the side that is soft and waterbed-like, I'm going to turn so that now that is on the opposite side that it was when I first walked in.
Okay.
So that I can
roll survival, please.
All right. Gosh dang it. Hold on a second. That would be. I never remember on this. My stat sheet. Hold on. Okay, that would be. Do I have survival stuff modifier? Hold on. Yeah, I do. +3. Okay. 18.
Okay. So after a moment of thinking, you start to raise your hands out and feel around the walls, and you feel for, what is clearly his penis. You take that and follow it down where also part of his abdomen is, and get to the point where you see that waterbed-like wall, the wrinkly. You don't see it, but feel the wrinkly, hairy, veiny flesh.
Yeah.
Pulses. You put your hand on it, you can feel, because blood's you just feel pulsing. And then on the more solid side, you don't feel it as much. Also, just giant hairs and pimples. and you work your way down, and finally, a cool breeze washes over you, and you're back out into the sunlight. It's blinding because you've been inside. You're like, oh, it's so bright out here. But the smell is a relief.
All right.
And you've made it out of the loincloth.
I mutter under my breath. These guys are
You are sweating profusely.
owe me.
And your hands are very greasy.
Okay. Stanley! Where is Stanley now? Where are you?
I don't
Can
know
I
where he
hear
went
him?
to.
How far have I wandered?
I don't know. How far did you go? You just said you walked away, and then so maybe you're at the foot or something.
Yeah, probably. Taking the long way around and away.
Yeah, you see Stanley walking away.
Dude, I need that cleaning magic. I can't. I sacrificed my mental well-being by getting this back. That's the least you can do.
Well, our goal wasn't to get it back. Our goal was to make sure it wasn't taken.
Well, what?
We just spent all that time convincing him that we had no interest in the shiny. We just didn't want Thailander to get it.
Yeah, but
I think you need to go put it back.
He's probably dead or close to it. We need to hold on to it. If he comes back, he gets it back. If he doesn't come back, we keep it. Either way, clean me up.
All right.
Alright.
Come over here. I'll press the digitate you.
All right.
And as you guys are cleaning Nash off, open Varel, you see from the town behind you, cars, what looks like, armored vehicles get loaded up and start driving in your direction. You see, and you see Toyota host dudes with their, their pieces of car part armor and their tattoos. They drive up and they start circling around the corpse, and eventually, there's this big brouhaha. And you see the two orcs that you recognize from the Kuromo Kishi start walking their way towards you. And after 5 or 10 minutes, I don't know if you want to do anything with the corpse before they arrive, apart from kill Thailander. I don't know if there's anything you want to do. So I'd like to offer you the opportunity.
Well, you called it a corpse, so he's
You
dead.
killed him. Yeah, you killed him.
Okay.
I'll quickly search his clothes for the deed and slip that in the back of my pants.
Okay, investigation.
Let's see here. 6.
Okay, so you flip him over, reach in where you saw him show the deed, and you unravel it, and you see like calligraphy, and it says is the title of the chopper mine. It's got like a little stamp on it. Looks legitimate, but before you have a chance to scrutinize it too much, it turns into smoke, and disappears.
I'll hit his face with the butt of my gun one more time.
Okay. You hit his face, and teeth fly out.
I need to start making a necklace of these things.
Varel will appreciate that. So the Kuromo Kishi, they walk up, and you recognize it as Sir Chicken Finger and Lady Salt Bubble. It's two orcs. They've got sword, big katana on one side, and blunderbuss on the left side. They have the two swords, actually. The Wakizashi and the... What's the big one called? I can't remember. Katana, I guess.
Katana.
And they walk up towards you guys, and Lady Salt Bubble says, What is this that we have here? What is this being? Why have they attacked our town?
This corpse stole something from it and brought it here.
Who is this man?
Some wizard. Varel, he insulted you earlier, didn't he?
Yes, Thailander went by Rob in town.
And Sir Chicken Finger looks over to Lady Salt Bubble and says, We've heard of this Thailander. Salt Bubble says, Yes. We know who this Thailander is. And she kneels down by him, sort of crouches, and examines his face and says, He's been giving us a lot of trouble. Would you
He
believe it?
enchanted the dead and the food.
Would you believe that he's trying to disrupt the slave trade in Slave Town?
I believe
This
he was
could
trying
not
to
stand.
disrupt everything.
Not only have you proven yourselves honorable in the Rusty Cage, but you have once again come to the rescue of the principal's interests. This is an auspicious day. You are truly heroes. And then Sir Chicken Finger says, "What about the large one? What should we do with? Is he still looks? He sort of runs up and puts two fingers next to his ear. He still appears to be breathing, but we can't keep him in town.
He just
We're going
wanted.
to have to kill him.
He'll leave as soon as he wakes up. He just wanted the item that was stolen from him, and we got it back.
He'll leave. Do you? So this is Thailander's doing.
Yes.
He's a confused animal.
So Lady Salt Bubble comes up to you, puts an arm on her shoulder, and says, "Child, I appreciate what you're trying to do here. You're trying to save a life and be honorable. But sometimes when a life is a danger to many, that one life must be eliminated. We can't have some creature like this ever wander into this town again. And he knows where we are. We're going to have to kill him."
I'll look over at Varel.
And keep in mind that there are vehicles parked all around, and there's just Toyota host yahoos just hanging out and watching, waiting for orders, chewing and watching all this happen as you interact with these two.
Warriors, I have witnessed your strength firsthand, and you know ours from the Rusty Cage. This creature, much like us, those around me, possesses great strength, yes, but so don't we? What keeps us from destroying the town? Let
Well,
this beast awaken, and at least hear its mind.
we were thinking of talking to you about that. There is I noticed on the way in a lizard-shaped hole in one of the bars in town. I'm going to say we might need you to tone it down as well.
These are reactionary measures, I assure you.
Well, just be careful who you make friends with in this town, because they're not all allies.
Yes, I have made
Specifically-
excellent enemies, you will find. In fact, I would like you to go to a certain house I made another hole in, and look in that fine basement to find several monstrosities created by this man. I pick my enemies carefully. Don't let you be on that list.
Wait, there are monstrosities in the town? Clarify, please.
Hope there's a system in the town of some sort of location they use. What is...
Yes, on the street where Thailander lived, right on Thorn Row, we found an underground passage where he was trying to summon a demon with blood and things. And down there, he raised 4 townspeople he had cut up
You
into
see
undead.
Lady Saltbubble, make these hand gestures, point to the house, and then about 24 of the Toyota host men and take off in their cars and go back to the town, having heard your instruction to her to go dispatch or deal with the situation as it may be. We thank you for your service to this town and to the principal's interest. Would you not consider joining the Koromu Kishi and becoming a fully fledged member of our order? You're very good at it already.
I don't like rules.
So he turned around and Nash and Stanley have wandered up and says, it is a life of discipline, but it is a life of great honor. And there's very little of value in this world.
Oh,
And
good.
certainly
We killed Thailander.
Honor is worth more all the gold and valuable possessions this world could ever offer you.
I'm sorry. I was just very thrilled that we killed this man. He has caused a lot of problems.
Yes, he's caused a lot of problems for us too. He wanted to free all the slaves in Slave Town and kill all of its, quote, oppressors.
Oh,
So
really?
he's been
That'd
quite
be awful.
He's been quite a nuisance to us, and we're very happy that you've dispatched him so easily. Thank you.
Way to go, team.
It would have been a bit different than I think we would have wanted it, Stanley. What with the metal coming out of the eyes and the missing fingers and toes.
Yeah, everybody's really awful, is what
Yeah.
I've learned today.
Speaking of awful, they wish to kill our friend here.
No, there's no need for that. He's gonna make his way out of here just as soon as he wakes up.
I'm really afraid that, in spite of we'd like to reward you and like to treat you with all the honor and gratitude that we can, and certainly we'll talk to Celovus into ensuring that the hospitality towards you continues. The subject of this giant dying is not up for debate.
You know what I have found odd about this town constantly is how people always say, "Oh, you're so amazing, we're so grateful to you, but the one thing you've asked us to do, we're not gonna do. We'll extend you every hospitality except the one you're asking for."
But he is a danger.
No, he isn't. He's gonna wake up, he thinks I'm great, he thinks we're great, we're gonna give him a thing, and off he'll go.
Very well then. Are you taking on this giant as your personal ward and responsibility?
Well, I mean, I'm not going with him, but
That's the only way he lives.
fine.
Very well, let it be so. And they both do this weird gestures with their hands that you don't quite understand. says, "In the name of Jesus Chrome, guiding us to the path and the Silver Road.
Yeah.
He's
all
your
that.
responsibility. Have him out of town by the end of the day, or else we will have to kill him."
Very
And they
good.
go, they whistle. I can't whistle. And then they start rounding up the Toyota host people. And he says, "Please speak. We will speak to Sullivan and ensure that your accommodations continue in reward for your service to this town." And then they start to walk away slowly, carefully, kind of looking back, not feeling sure that they're trusting you and convinced by you that you're going to take care of this, but they don't. They're not in love with the idea. They walk back towards the town. And you hear...
Well, who adopted a Cyclops today? Raise your hand.
I kind of like him. Should we rename him?
I think his name is fine. Orp.
I'm going to start rifling through the corpse a bit more thoroughly.
Fitting
Okay.
for it.
Yeah, as you do that, a couple of the Toyota host guys, they didn't leave. They're walking there. They brought out a box and they're gonna put them in there, but they're waiting for you to rifle through them. So you look through the rest of his belongings, but he doesn't appear to have anything on him. Oddly
Cool.
enough, yeah, he's got all of his stuff was already taken from him during the initial, like the conductor stick. It gets on the ground in town or something like that. Yeah. So they put him into the box, they load him up and bring him into a car. They're like, "Wow, we're gonna have fun burning this one, eh? Yeah, let's bring him back to town and have some fun." And they put him into the
Should we be
The vehicle.
concerned about that?
drive off. Yeah, sounds just like that.
Yep.
Well, I guess I'm waiting for Orp to wake up.
I'll
Huh?
stay here as well.
You guys want to wake? We can shake him or something.
You Oh, wait, were you prestidigitated?
Yeah, I'm clean.
Okay.
But you can only cast like 3. It didn't fully.
Oh,
There's still you're clean. You don't have pee on you. There's still an aura. There's too much pee.
You got the basic prestidigitation package. It costs money to upgrade to the deluxe.
all right. Well, I look at you and I say, I've seen some things. Let's leave it there.
He got urinated on by the Cyclops.
Damn it, Stanley.
So you went diving for the necklace, I'm assuming then?
Yeah, I got it. I take it out of my coat and hold it up for everyone to see.
Well, we need to be ready to give this to the big guy. I think that's the only way he's gonna leave the town.
I agree. We don't need to keep it unless he's gone. I kind of hope this maybe had killed him. Not to be rude, but we could use that
Yeah.
necklace. Well, I'm just saying.
You've been more intimate with this Cyclops than anybody.
Yeah, it's because nobody else volunteered.
Nobody needed to go in there. You could have left it alone.
That's a fair point. But if he's going to leave, now we have a way to get him to leave. He
By
wasn't
the way,
going
what happened to the deed?
It wasn't
shit.
a real deed. It turned into ash as soon as I grabbed for it. So kudos to us for not falling for that trap.
Well, we did try to pull the same thing on him, so at least I feel a little better about that.
It's a magic thing, I guess.
Yeah, we have our ways. Come on, Orp, wake up! Get a little smack on the side of the face.
Okay. How hard is it though? You didn't line
it's-
it particularly.
it's
You
like-
went,
yeah, it's enough to just make a sound, basically.
okay. Nothing happens in response. He's still sleeping.
So I'm guessing we're to assume he was going to use a demon to try and free the slaves?
Maybe. It seems likely that he needed some sort of powerful ally against everything we're facing now. Why is everybody so awful?
It's a tough world out here.
Even those that seem to be up to good things are bastards in the end.
Pharrell, you look thoughtful.
I have found today most disturbing?
What's on your mind?
We are attempting to solve our problem, and those around us continue to use swifter justice. Yet we must hold our tongues in our fists. I continue to present ideas where we swing into town and go about this rather quickly. It seems our prolonged engagement is only causing more suffering. However, the dead are disgraced today, and that's not something I'm familiar with. To have your body digited and enchanted to rise, and now they take the same man to burn him in the city. That sounds like a curse, if you ask me. Man raises the dead, man falls dead. Sounds like he'd raise himself, wouldn't he? This is all more than I am used to.
Well, I think the problem is our enemies are quite numerous. I don't know if we have the power to take them on head on just yet.
What does this necklace do now that we are free of prison and combat?
Bo, DM question. Did you tell us this, what it does before?
So, in order to unlock the secrets of magical items you pick up, you usually have to spend a long rest with it,
Didn't we-
studying it and attuning yourself to
We
it.
didn't do that then.
Unless you have a spell unless you have magic that will identify it sooner, or you happen upon it in the course of play.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Well,
Yeah.
are we due for a long rest to do that?
I think
It's about it's still early in the morning, maybe around 9-10 o'clock. You guys were up pretty early. So it's you can go hang out and rest if you'd like. There's nothing pressing happening at the moment, except for the Cyclops. Who knows what'll happen when he wakes up?
All right. Well, I inform the group that I have to spend, rested time thinking on it, meditating on it before I can say much more about what it does.
If it's a peaceful endeavor, let us do it here, and we'll all be sitting as friends when he awakens, calm and ready to talk.
Okay. So you guys gonna set up a little camp? That's cool.
Sure.
Yep.
And is there fire? Is there anything particular about this?
Middle of the day, so probably not.
Yeah. Unless you guys are, we could make food or something.
Yeah, it's the desert. we need a campfire.
Get down there, ooh! Answer the fire, everyone.
I imagine it's going to be sand castle for Varel, actually. Okay, so great. You're going to spend some time resting, even though it won't recover any spell slots or anything at this juncture. But you can get a short rest. You can benefit from the things you earn from a short rest, so roll hit dice, things like that. Any abilities, some of them do get refreshed on a short rest. During this time, Varel, you hear. Actually, I'd like everyone to take off their headphones except for Varel.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
During this time of rest, something's been bothering you in your ears, and you have been hearing the sound of a drum, but it's not. Your companions can't hear it. It's very far. It's imperceptible, but it's unmistakably something tribal and lizard folk like a call. It's not like a call to action, but it's just a very faint drumming, it's rhythmic but not very complex, and it's a signal of presence essentially. It's like one lizard folk letting other in the area know that they are there, but it is one that comes in friendship and not from territorialism, and you can hear it in the air because it's very bassy and it reverberates, but it carries over the desert, and your companions do not hear it.
Okay.
And it's like an invitation to those around, basically. All right, everyone else can come back now. Yeah, and come back. All right. So,
That was a great face you made.
you during this rest period as well, you spent some time studying the necklace. So go ahead and add the what is it? I think it's a necklace of fireballs.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Oh.
Which will contain the description of what it is.
Hold
So
on.
let me look for it here. Items, official magical
Now
item.
I know why Tylander didn't want us to hit it with anything.
Okay, so yeah, look up necklace of fireballs and add it to your inventory. Okay, and for the benefit of listeners, I will read the description. It has, well, this one in particular has 5 beads. Okay, and you can detach one of the beads and throw it up to 60 feet. And when it reaches the end of the 60 feet, it turns into a 3rd level fireball spell.
Whoa. Okay. Awesome.
And you can hurl multiple beads or even the whole necklace as an action. And it'll increase the level of fireball by 1 if you do more than 1 bead.
Okay.
Throwing the bead permanently, it has a finite resource. It's not a rechargeable resource, so it has 5 beads on it that you can use to. It's got to clear 60 feet first, then turns into a fireball.
Okay, so so that's the ammo. That's when it's out. It's out. It does nothing else.
That's right. So you should when you have it in the inventory, I think it'll list the number of charges in it. Maybe
I have it in there now. It says 9 charges is what it says.
Okay, that's the maximum amount of charges. So you actually you have 5.
Okay.
So 4 are used. Let's say just like use up 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have 5 of 9 available.
Yeah. So you're aware that this is an item with magical properties in it, and that you believe, based on your investigation and your concentration of it, that it contains fire energy that you could use this to throw.
Okay. All right, sweet. That's awesome. And the effect is...
Remember, you have to give it back.
Oh, right.
Anyways.
Do I, though?
So as you guys rest and the various things happen to you, Orp begins to awake. He goes, "Oh, where am I?" And he brings a hand up to his face and it scratches his one eye, and it's like he starts to sit up and he looks up at you and he's like, "What?"
Hey there, Orc buddy. How you doing?
Stanley, hello. Oh, I'm hungry. Can I eat you?
Yes.
I'm
Well,
hungry.
I'd rather you didn't. That would
What
be
happened?
preferable. Well, Tylander did.
My
what you
ear
did.
hurts.
Yeah, Tylander attacked you.
He what?
He attacked you.
Tylander attacked me.
Yeah, right while he was right up there by your ear.
He puts a hand down, pushes himself up, and then sits cross-legged and gets up and goes, "Where is he?"
Well, he's dead.
What?
After
Who killed him?
After he attacked you, he tried to get away with your shiny again. And well, we got in a fight and we were forced to kill him.
Persuasion, please.
That's a 19 plus
So
6
he tried to steal my shiny.
again.
What? And you killed him?
We did. We had to.
So you're not, but Tylander said you were trying to kill him, and now you did.
Well, he tried to kill us after he attacked you. We didn't want him to hurt our friend. You're our friend, right?
I'm your friend,
Yes, and he attacked our friend. We had to stop him.
but no one's going to make my food dance anymore. Let's have this loud wail all across the desert.
All right.
Well-
Maybe it's time to give him his thing back.
Yes, we were able to get your shiny back to keep him from stealing it. So we
Wait,
had-
wait, I have my shiny, and he reaches into his pants and I don't know why I reached into my pants, but that happened.
The DM was feeling it.
Yeah.
This game, man. So, yeah. So he can't find it. And he's like, "Where is it? My shiny's gone again."
Well, that's all right. We got it back for you, Nash.
Yeah, I'll pull it out and go, here you go, big guy. It's right here.
And he takes his fingers and carefully, and then he opens up his loincloth and
Now I should
Gosh
tell
dang
you,
it, I shouldn't have gone in there in the first place.
It's about the memories.
Oh, frick.
you've seen sights few have seen.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of. You felt sights few
And he
have
just
felt.
put it right back in there. All right.
Thank you, Nash.
You're welcome.
So, I guess I'll go home now, but I want to eat.
where's
You're
your
my
home?
friend, Stanley. I can't eat you, but I saw other men's in the town, and he starts getting up. I'm going to eat one of them.
No, you shouldn't do that.
He starts walking off.
No, please stop.
He starts lumbering his way over to the town. And you're yelling at him to stop, but he's not
Throw a
quite listening.
fireball.
He doesn't have it anymore.
No, I bet I can do a fire. I can do a fire bolt, just not the ball. So I could,
Okay.
I could say, wait, and then go, shoot one in the sky. Try to distract him, get him to go.
Okay,
Oh yeah, that's
so-
right.
So you're not trying to hit him with
No.
it.
Just like distract him and like, remember this.
And he turns around. He's like, "Oh, pretty." He turns around to you, Nash. And says, "I like your magic. After I've eaten, I want you to do more tricks for me. We can do that. It's a friend date.
I'll tell you what. Orc.
Later.
Listen,
And
no,
then he-
now
I must eat. I'm hungry."
you'll be okay. You're the body mass of half a planet. You're fine. Just stay here, and I'll show you how to shoot fire again.
What's
Won't
a-
that be fun?
What's a plant?
Planet.
Planet.
Like this world we live on. Do you know where you see where you're standing? This is we're on a planet. Shit, we're getting nowhere with you. All right.
Are you tricking me?
No,
No.
the problem is, Orp, if you go into that town, they're going to attack you and hurt you. We don't want to see you get hurt.
Little mans can't hurt me.
No,
Oh.
but there's a lot of little mans. And a lot can. Look at what
I
one
step
did-
on little mans.
Yes, but Orp, look what one little man did to your ear. That was just one.
He got lucky.
Well, there's a lot of lucky people in that town. You don't
Right.
want to get hurt, and we don't want to see you get hurt.
All right, here's another persuasion. Silver tongue.
Oop, that's on the floor. Well, I can see it. It's 17.
It's not bad.
Well, what am I supposed to eat, Stanley?
Well, I think you're going to have to go out into the desert and see what you can find. There's
The
nothing-
desert? There's nothing in the desert. But that.
Well,
What
what
do you
did
think
you
of
eat on the way
goblins?
here?
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
eat mans. I find mans and I eat mans.
Do you like goblins?
Goblins.
Yes.
Like green and brown mans.
Mhm.
I can eat that.
We are aware of trucks full of goblins moving throughout the desert right now.
But there's a man's over there.
Yeah, but we
Why I
can't-
can't eat those mans?
Because if you attack that town, they're going to hurt me, and I'm your friend, and you don't want to see me get hurt. They're gonna blame me for everything you do.
But if I eat them, then they can't blame you anymore.
Yeah, but there's a lot of them. If one gets around, they're gonna hurt me, and it'll be too late.
Show me where brown and green men's are.
All right, I'm going to try and figure out what direction northwest would be.
Okay. Get the map up here. So we need the Dead Fingers map, I think, right?
I'm gonna
big one.
basically be. So here's the idea. I'll just tell you, and you can figure out what the best way to handle it would be.
Sure.
My goal is to point him in the direction of Dust Hill, and send him off in that way.
The plot thickens.
Oh, really?
Need that dragon engine.
Hold on, I got an idea. I'm not done. I'm not saying he's setting him off.
All right.
Just
So
yet.
it would be northwest. So relative of the sun, you can determine. Northwest. You can determine a direction.
So I'm gonna point that way, and I'm gonna say to him, I'm gonna say, "Oh, this is very important. Are you listening to me?"
Yes.
All right. Now, in that direction, we know that there's a bunch of vehicles, bunch of, vroom vroom,
Vroom vroom.
carrying a bunch of the green and brown little goblins, and they're going that way to hurt people we care about. And we don't like that, so not only can you eat them, but we don't mind if you smash them too. And if you go that way and you happen upon a place where people who look like us are there, you should ask if it's a place called Dust Hill. Can you say that back to me?
Dust Hill.
That's right. Now, Dust Hill is a good place. It's full of good friends like us. If you get to Dust Hill, you should take care of those people and make sure nothing bad happens to them. But if anybody tries to hurt them, you can eat them.
Why?
Because you're hungry.
No, too complicated. And he turns around and he starts walking over to Dust Hill again.
To
Anyone
Dust
have
Hill
any
or to
food?
Slave Town?
Any food at
Or
all?
Slave Town.
I have rations on me.
It's not enough to feed this guy.
What about the Varel powers? What if we made it giant rations?
Oh.
Do you have the ability to make a giant ration giant?
Yeah, it's any object. I can do it.
Oh, does that work, really?
I thought it said any object. Hold on.
Yeah, it might be. I think so. I think you're right. I want to see it with my eyes.
What the hell happened? There we go.
Yeah, okay. You can cause a creature or object. Perfect.
Yeah,
okay.
creature object.
Alright.
So
Now, it's double the size. Now,
Oh.
a ration.
Oh, you'll make like a large almond.
well, do we have
It'll feed 2 instead of 1.
Damn it.
do we have like I can look at Varel and say, Varel, a beast of some sort, like a large beast, could be a great double meal. I don't mean you. I mean like a wild desert hippo or something, and I can blow that thing up double.
Desert hippopotamus. Hippopotamus.
I can think of anything else.
Friend, what do you eat? What is your favorite food? Surely these dirty cretins are not the delicious type.
I like mans.
No, man's that's the best.
I sometimes I eat little worms.
Worms.
Like,
If I find little worms and I'm hungry, I eat worms.
we have a whole vehicle with a bunch of chew worms in it.
Don't think those are the worms. He's
How big are these?
The
How
worms
big?
like that big.
yeah.
Okay, for
Oh,
him, so that's
snakes.
like a person's
A
size,
big
right?
worm.
Sometimes I find worms. Sometimes in the desert I find big gray. I eats them.
Yep, that's gray.
The gray.
I
It
did-
has a worm on its face.
Do we know about Varel's run-in with the snake or no? I don't remember.
No, we don't.
Okay. That was not a hint, Varel. You can do whatever you want.
Do you have a gray? I eat gray sometimes.
No.
Oh.
I mean, the hotel's been serving nothing but sand squid. Maybe they have some food we could offer him.
Would you be willing to, as a sign of friendship to the town, wait outside while we fetch food? They would love to see you, but not have you enter.
Yeah, we'll bring you food. You rest. You got hurt really bad. You
Persuasion again, please.
Is it both Kyle and I or me?
Yeah, it's both of you.
I'm in 25 again.
19.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. I feel special. No one ever gave me food except my muma. But my muma passed away, and I ate her after. I
Circle
miss
up.
my muma. Oh, and he sits down.
I think it's his mother.
Muma.
Well,
I'll
she's
go over
always
and
with
I'll-
I wish my muma was here. I'd eat her now.
She's a part of you now, forever.
I'm gonna go
Well,
see if I
ate
can
her.
find some sand squid. I'll be right back.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Anyone else going with Stanley for sand squid?
Not unless
there's
there's fresh tracks of squid out here.
All right.
15. If there's anything.
15. Well, you do see after a few minutes of looking, Stanley takes off. You do see some tracks. Looks like there might be some wild sand squid in the area. Hunting them gonna take a bit of time because you have to sit still and let them come to you and then snatch them out of the earth.
Yes. If Stanley's unsuccessful, I will return perhaps with the fresh squid. Are you two okay here?
I'll stay. We'll talk.
I'll stay.
And I'll trot out into the desert.
Okay, so Stanley, where are you going for the sand squid?
The hotel, because they've been doing nothing but sand squid, so I assume they have some.
Okay, perfect. So you run off to SJ Ladlebings, burst in through the door, and there's no one there. It's empty right now, currently.
Well, that's convenient. I'm gonna head right on into the kitchen.
Okay, so you make your way, push your way into the kitchen. You see lots of sacks of, mainly there's a sack of coffee beans and then lots of sacks of dried sand squid. It says sand squid painted on the side. And yeah, sacks are about 50 pounds to 70 pounds each.
All right, I will carry as much as I can.
Okay. So maybe one sack, given all your other items.
Yeah.
All right, so you pick up a sack of the sand squid and make your way out the door and make your way back to town.
How big is it?
Now,
again? How big
make
is
your way back to the Cyclops so you can see outside of town.
Yep.
Now, Hope and Nash, is there anything that you want to do? He just sort of sits there. He's like,
Nope. I think I'm just chilling. I'm looking out across the plain, just chilling.
All right. So, Varel, let's do the hunt.
Cool.
So let's get a survival check going.
Right. I will be looking for sand squid, and if there's like an old dead log out here.
You want a dead log?
Yeah, or I guess like a buried car, anything with resonance.
Okay.
9 for the sand squid search and the
Okay,
resonating
so
objects.
you get closer, you find so sand squid tend to form schools as they travel through the sand, and they're creatures of habit. As they migrate through the dirt, they tend to stop at various places to feed from the bugs in the sand. So you find one such location and know to set up your hunt there, and also surveying for parts and things of that nature. You do find a rather unusual, like a flat stone, disc-shaped stone. It's very solid. And it looks like it'd probably break if you hit something hard with it, but it's a very solid piece of stone.
Okay. Cool.
Good
I
for
will.
throwing and for hitting.
Yeah. I will note the stone and take my place in the sand dig myself on in and get ready for my ambush as they come by, and however long that takes.
Okay, so it'll be about an hour,
Okay.
roughly. Well, let's roll a survival check. We'll see how long it'll be based on your roll.
Cool. 14.
Okay, so 30 minutes.
Sweet.
All right, Stanley, you rush back to Hope and Nash, who are awkwardly sitting there while the Cyclops hums off key. And he's just, it's uncomfortable and terrible, the song. So you hear him singing, it echoes throughout the desert. Varel, you even hear this. So Stanley, you run up with, he's got a 50-pound bag, this big bag of like sand squid. It says sand squid painted on it. You run up.
Well, here you go. Bunch of sand squid.
So he picks up the bag. Well, it's not a lot, but I'll eat it. And he takes the
Wait,
bag.
big guy, let me double it.
What?
I can double the whole bag. It'll be twice as big. Do you understand? If it's this small, it'll be this big.
Okay.
All right.
It's magics.
Yes.
Okay, do it.
All right. Do you want to help me?
What?
Hold it in your fingers like this. Then take
I've got it here.
take your other big fat finger and point at it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm doing it.
And then I want you to say the magic words.
What are the magic words, Nash?
Sweaty taint.
What?
All right, something
Sweaty
easy.
tight.
What's your favorite word in the world?
My favorite word.
Yeah.
What brain teaser you gave him there?
I don't know.
That's it. I don't know is the magic words. You did it. Say
What?
say I don't know and point to it.
I don't know.
All right, and then I cast enlarge and biggen, whatever it is.
And
And
it
go.
doubles in size and he goes, wow, it's bigger. Wait, did I do that?
Oh, you helped me.
I know magic. And he points it and he goes, I don't know.
No,
he
it's
looks
only
at
got
his
one.
finger.
It's one time only, bud.
Well, I know magic one time.
No, I mean you already did it. It's done. That's as big as it gets. But you got to hurry and eat it. You only have a minute.
Oh. He takes it and he just drops the sack into his mouth. And delicious.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do now?
Well,
Want to play?
what did you have in mind?
Let's go kill something.
Well, just a big bottle of violence, aren't you? Or
Killing something is fun. I like it when you kill something and you see the life leave from its eyes.
yep, that's the best part. What did you want to go kill exactly?
I don't know. You want to kill mans?
No, I think you should probably put the killing mans on hold for a little while.
What?
Look, there's a
What?
whole desert out there full of stuff. You should go find it and fight it.
Right, and kills it. I kills it.
Sure, but leave the towns alone.
I don't get it. You want me to go kill things, and there are things to kill in the town, and then you say, don't kill things in the town.
Right.
Don't
because-
understand. Are you tricking me?
Well, no, it's a bunch of stupid things called laws, and you can't break them.
Laws.
Yep, it's a dumb word that means you shouldn't
Laws.
do certain things.
Can I eat laws?
I wish, but no, they're more of a invisible thing.
Laws are you can't eat laws, and they are invisibles.
Yep.
What?
What?
What is invisibles?
It means you can't see it.
My head hurt.
Yeah,
You
let's
should-
not.
You should probably go take a nap then.
Meanwhile, Varel, the sand squids are closing in.
Mm.
You grab them up, fresh one,
Yes.
right in your hand. You have they're rather large. They're about this long, and they've got two eyeballs, and then all these squiddy tentacles hanging out the front. And you've got one, and you go, as it
And I grab
struggles
it
for life.
and I bring it. I run over to that rock that I had and just give it a smash. And a smash. And a smash till it stops moving. Smash. Once it stops moving, I throw it on my back and start walking back.
Perfect. All right. And so Varel makes his way back with a freshly killed sand squid. Hoi, lizard man. Hello.
Hello, are we fed?
Wait. Did you kill something?
I did this.
I want to kill something.
There's plenty.
Let's
Careful,
go.
he's got his eyes on the town, Varel.
Lizard.
I'm still for that plan.
Can we go to the town and kill things?
Guys?
I've got bigger plans, so as long as I get to fix my car.
Let us instead learn a new game.
Okay. What game? What game will we play, Lizard?
It's called hunting.
Hunting? That's not a
Yes.
game. That's how you get mans. Eat stuff.
Yes, but you can catch other things other than mans. See this? I wiggle it about.
Squammy.
Yes, Squammy, it's for you.
Aw. Thank you, Lizard. And he takes the squirmy. Can I eat it? It's for me.
Yes.
And it's like super small in his mouth. It's like an M&M. He drops it onto his tongue. And that was delectable.
Oh, now he
Well
knows
done.
that word.
One big word he knows.
Yeah.
That's a good word.
I like that word. Hey, Nash. That's my favorite word.
Oh, you should have told me,
Delectable.
bud. We could have made it 5
I
times its
forgot. I
size.
didn't think of it. I was under hurt.
It's too late now, but keep that in mind. Don't forget the word.
Okay. So, Lizard, we go hunting.
Yes, yeah, well, out this way. Invisible roads where the food travels.
Okay. So where are you taking him? He stands up. Sorry, he stands up. He looks around, ready to go.
And I start, motioning with my arm out, walking towards the desert where I came from.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you start leading him away, and he follows. Hope, Nash, and Stanley. You see Varel and the Cyclops start to walk off towards the mountain range.
That worked out really well.
It was a great idea.
Are we going with him or are we staying here?
Varel's really good with indigenous peoples.
What? Are you saying that the Cyclops is like an indigenous person?
I don't know.
I don't know what that means either. It's making me nervous. I'm like,
Elves are from space, right?
I'm like,
Isn't that true? Elves are from space in this world. Is that not true? Do I not know that?
well, you've been told. You've been
Yeah.
told about Elhandar
Yeah.
that elves return to the sky.
So I'm not from here. Well, half of me is.
Well, shall we head back to town and get some food? I'm hungry.
So you're just gonna leave Varela hang out with the Cyclops? Okay, I
He's
see.
taking him out to the desert.
All right.
I don't know.
I only make things worse when I talk to him. I'm gonna head back into town as well.
All right, Nash.
I'm going to go with them. I'm gonna go
Oh, you're
back-
going with
yeah.
Cyclops and with Varel?
Yeah.
All right. So the party splits off into Varel, Nash, and the Cyclops walk off into the horizon skyline to hunt God only knows what, or Jesus Chrome only knows what. Meanwhile, Hope and Stanley collect their things and saunter on back to get rest and get respite from the desert and from the days.
I'm gonna head
events.
back to the house to see if I can snag some of Tylander's books.
Okay. Hope.
I'll
Are you
tag
going with
along.
All right. I was trying to make a nice little ending there with what I said because I think that's where we're
No,
gonna
I
leave
mean
it today with
that's fine.
everyone walking off into two sunsets. Back
Both
into
our
town.
sons.
No, I'm excited
That's why the shadow.
I don't-
It's two sunsets.
I don't get a lot of
you know
alone
what I mean.
time. I don't get a lot of alone time with Varel. I'm actually looking forward to this. I don't know what's going
Yeah,
to come
you
of it,
got-
but
It's a natural stopping point there. We're party splitting off. We've got the Hunter party and we've got the Slave Town party.
yeah.
Ooh, I haven't had Nash friend quest yet.
Yeah, these are going to be good. Maybe it'll be an escort mission. You can just walk me around. It'll be great.
We'll
Nice.
have to find out next week.
Next week. Yeah, that's right.
happens.
Right here on There Will Be Dungeons. Thanks everybody for joining us. Well done, Bo, and congratulations on getting into your new place and having your new internet. And it went from very light in there to very dark now. So
I know it's crazy, but it's because I do it at 5. It's always sundown
yeah.
during the show.
Well, it's all good. It's been a pleasure this week. Everybody listen, though. If you want to have more stuff from the show, you need to go over to therewillbedungeons.com. And everything's there. Our email address, our contact info, and I'm told it's all back up now, so you should be able to get to it easily. It'll tell you how to get video archives and the podcast in audio form, or however you're checking this thing out. It'll be there for you. And huge thanks to those who are here live. You guys are awesome. And I always love checking the chat after the show to see what everyone is saying, and it's kind of a riot. So thank you for being a part of it. It's going to do it for us. We'll see you next week for more. There Will Be Dungeons. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com. And scene.